Welcome mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy, and today in this Paragon news video, we're going to talk about a couple of things, and that is map traversal, the zoom ability, no travel mode, and also a deployable shop that you can use in-game or P.O.D. We're going to explain all that within this video, which will lead to something of a better understanding of what will happen in the future within Paragon, but also these features will help with what is currently happening now in Paragon in 0.27. Due to the fact that games are going longer, that is 100% a fact. Everyone notices it. I noticed it 100% because my games will usually go for maybe 30 minutes to 50 minutes. Now it's increased to 40 minutes to 1 hour or even longer. Some of my games went for 1 hour and a half. I have no pretty much hate over that. I enjoy every moment playing the game. I find it kind of ridiculous, but it's not their fault because there's changes that have occurred to the game in patch 0.27, but everything else hasn't catched up yet, like the features we're going to talk about in this video, because the features in this video will lead to pretty much punishment and commitment for a team, which will end to pretty much games ending a lot more quicker. And that's what we need right now, since some of these games are just ridiculous. I don't hate it. Please understand that. I really enjoy it. I just feel like some of this feedback I'm going to give in this video will lead to some positive influence within the game, and hopefully what they're doing now with the pretty much future update or the future meta of the game leads to some good results within the game, because that's what we want. As a community, we pretty much give our feedback to them and hope for the best that the Epic Games and the Paragon team understands what we're trying to say, and we get it across to them so they pretty much imply that into the game and they can actually test it. If it leads to a good result, obviously keep it. If it doesn't, then obviously take it away. But that's all we can do right now. Enough of me ranting about this, and let's get straight into the video and let's talk about all the features that will be coming to the future update or the future meta of the game. So map traversal, the main culprit for most of our commitment issues come from the way that players move around the map. Travel mode speeds are such that the lane commitments are not meaningful, fight commitments are not as significant as they should be, and lane rotations happen too quickly without consequence. The reality is, while it feels awesome to blaze across Agora at breakneck speeds, the net result is that the kind of movement has had a negative impact on the game's long-term strategy, potential, and has caused excessive match length. To address this issue, we're going to be moving towards a version of map traversal that does not contain travel mode or any other version of on-demand dynamic player movement that does not stem from a specific hero kit or card abilities. When travel mode is removed, we're going to be replacing your ability to zoom around Agora with the ability to literally zoom around Agora. We're going to be adding a teleport feature to the game that will allow players to rotate to structures they control on a cooldown. This will replace the typical recall function and let players move to where they need to be, when they need to be there. However, since there is a cooldown, players can't be everywhere all at once. That all goes back to the original goal, commitment. A side benefit of this change will be players having the ability to respond to threats much more quickly, which will help situations where faster rotations are desirable, such as ganks on your carry or a sneaky split push when you need to win a 4v5 deep in enemy territory. However, this committed choice means you will no longer be able to rotate for free. This is important for fight engagements and for a lot of other things we need to fix. These changes mean that fights will actually happen and that players don't have a free escape, aka travel mode, making heroes that have an escape ability more meaningful. The final element of this change when it happens is that players will be able to purchase their upgrade cards in the field through cunning use of their P.O.D, Power on Demand modules. These deployable and destroyable objects will let players access the shop from anywhere, but watch where you summon it. This is a very interesting little future update or future meta upgrade that we're going to see later on, and this is very crazy good due to the fact that commitment and pretty much being able to punish the enemy team for a certain zoom or TP to a certain object or calling down their PODs. You're able to destroy those. There's so many things you can do now, and that means for pretty much earlier and better lane phases, and also more interesting lane phases, but also more interesting gameplay overall, which will lead to quicker games if you're able to punish the enemy team for committing too hard. If you're having difficulty pretty much understanding what is happening, we're pretty much going to do a summary right now. So zoom is the new TP, which will replace your recall function, and whenever you TP to your friendly structure, that will also have a cooldown on that TP or that zoom, and that is pretty interesting because you can commit to help your friends pretty much gank by TPing on a structure, then pretty much helping your teammates to get a kill, or pretty much doing pressure on all lanes and constantly TPing or as a team to different lanes together and pretty much destroying that objective, then pretty much going back to your P.O.D. And your P.O.D. is pretty much your deployable shop, and wherever you place it, need to be careful because it can also get destroyed by the enemy team, and obviously you don't want that, because I don't know how much points that it takes to actually get a P.O.D. or what do you need to get a P.O.D. because there has to be something interesting about this factor, and most likely a timer once they get destroyed. So obviously you want to keep them up as long as possible. And so for map traversal, you don't have travel mode in your kit anymore. That has been removed. So any type of movement bonus you're going to get is from your actual hero's kit or a card they're using in your kit, which is pretty much a movement speed card or an ability in your kit, which pretty much like Kaleri, the way she uses her Q ability, I think she gets movement speed out of that as well. If not, most likely there's another hero that has a charge like Grux, which gives him a type of movement or dash in his kit, and that's what pretty much will make mobility champions more OP in the future updates. But I can't just say by reading all this that we actually know that games will end up going quicker and pretty much ending quicker, because we don't have all the statistics about the cooldown, about the special features, and all those little numbers that we need to know in order to understand everything about this new update, or pretty much all the things we talk about in this video. But right now they're leading into a good direction, and a direction most likely that will be great for the community, because it's very interesting, and majority of the time there'll be some weird scenario that does occur, and will end up being some crazy stuff to see in pretty much YouTube videos, Twitch streams, and many more other things. But I'm pretty much glad to see the game evolved every day in a different scenario, due to the fact that I was playing this game 2 months ago in the very first day of early access, and it's just crazy to see all these changes, because there was things back then that were just bloody broken that I enjoyed playing, and now I've got nerfed down quite a lot, but they're still balanced and they're still strong to use till this day. Like Grux ultimate was so dirty back then, had a stun, movement speed, had everything going for him. Then they changed, obviously, to decrease some stuff and decrease some of the damage, but it's still useful. It's still a wonderful hero that I enjoyed to play. Some things that you guys won't notice until you've actually played the game, and then you're able to see all the changes come later on. It's very interesting to see the game evolve, pretty much what happens from the past to the future. It's just something I'm very interested about, and I can see a great future for this game, and pretty much the opportunities that will arise for this game is going to be crazy good, but the community needs to give their feedback. So if you want to give your feedback, you can go on the subreddit and talk to them there, or one of the forums, and pretty much talk there as well. So try your best to, if you want to get a point across them, so they can actually check it out and see what's going on. But on a brighter note, we can actually see new gameplay of Chimera in the live stream, or the developer live stream that will happen very soon, tonight in a couple of hours. So guys, try your best to watch that, because that will be bloody amazing to see the new hero, and most likely the hero will be getting released in a couple of days from now, or pretty much a couple of hours. I'm not sure about the release time, always forget what time it release, but I always have some gameplay on my channel straight away, due to the fact that these new heroes are bloody amazing. I can't wait to play Chimera. So mates, if you enjoy this video, show your support, smash that bloody like button. Let's try to get 30 likes on this video, and if you guys want to see more Paragon gaming content on my channel, all you have to do is share this with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. Oh, time to go, but don't you worry, we're back very soon. Hey Judge boys, he's answered nothing yet. Wait. They call him Chimera. It's just too hard to pull up that voice with this sexy, amazing voice I've got now.
Saying that it feels right.